Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This isn't going to be what I usually post. This is going to be more for my community. I'm going to be having some Warframe in the background. Hope y'all enjoy that gameplay. I want to sit down and talk to y'all. It's been a while. I've been gone for more or less 2 months with a War Thunder video in between. And that is pretty much on me. So essentially what had happened was I kind of got burnt out between doing the Warframe showcase, covering all the Warframes up until Foley. And not only that, the grind for Foley didn't help. And just where Battlefield 6 was and a lot of my games not doing so well. Kind of just got burnt out. And not only that, a lot of what was looming over me too was I was turning 30. For those of you who don't know, my birthday was on July 6th. And I was on a 10-day vacation. I was having a good time. Spent time with my family, spent time with some friends. And a lot of what led up to that too was just I was contemplating life, man. And contemplating where I'm at in life, reflecting back on my 20s, how far I've come, what I want to do for the future. And really just a lot of things were occupying my mind leading up to my birthday in July 6th. And between that and the burnout, I don't want to say I didn't have the urge to make videos. I wanted to make videos, but the thing with making content on certain games is that, and if you're thinking about getting into content creation, it's a competition, man. And you got people here who visit like let's say like certain websites of gaming companies, and they're looking at the forums and they're looking for any little thing they can for news, and they milk it within like the same hour, same day, you know. And it's just crazy, you know. And I don't want to be the kind of person who like has to chase trends. I don't like doing the same thing. I don't like being that kind of person, you know. I want to cover a game, I want to have fun, I want to share my moments with y'all, I want to sit down and talk, you know, I want to have a good time. But lately, man, it's been kind of annoying. Just every time something good comes out, I want to make a video on it. But then when I go check out, see what's going on, there's already like 10, 20 videos on that subject. And I'm kind of like, dude, come on. There's like no way to make something original. Like I would want to, you know. At least that's how I feel, right? Or that's how I felt. And kind of made me think about where I'm at with the channel, how far I've come. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of went back through my videos, and I found a video that I had made January 2023, maybe during Call of Duty before Battlefield 2042 kicked off. I had made a video talking about how it's time to commit, and I don't know if a lot of you are aware, but my channel is old, and I have a lot of old videos. Don't get me wrong. But I never, back before January of 2023, I think, I would never upload for the community. I would upload for my friends. You know, it was an archive of funny moments and all this stuff. That's why if you look at my older videos, they have a lot of like montages, a lot of just stuff that doesn't make sense to y'all. But like, me and my friends will look at it and we'll like laugh and we'll have a good time, you know, it's stuff like that. After making that video, where I talk about to commit and everything, I remember being at 24 subscribers. Looking back at where I'm at now, I'm at 72 subscribers, and I'm very grateful for that. And honestly, a lot of the growth has been this past year long. I've been getting a hang of my thumbnails, I've been getting a hang of my titles, I've been getting the hang of everything. Even commentating has been super good. The only thing that I'm lacking is presentation. And that's something I need to work on with editing and stuff. It's a skill that I got to develop. But I'm glad, you know, these past 3 years, going from 24 to 72, it's slow progress. But you know what? As someone who's going to the gym, slow progress is better than no progress. And because I am passionate about gaming, and because I'm passionate about the things that I do and the type of community that I want to build, and how I want to be like a voice for the silent majority of people, because we all know a lot of us just want to have fun. And we all know the people online like to complain and moan about every little thing. And I want to be the voice for that kind of people. That's why I give my opinions when I feel like I really need to to kind of ground people on a certain argument. An example of that, if you watch my Mesa heirloom stuff before the heirloom came out, it was being honest about it. You know, I'm being open, I'm being blunt about like my opinion on it, and I feel like I give a grounded take. I feel like I give the take that a lot of people can agree with because it really isn't that crazy, you know. And that's sort of that's sort of why I do what I do, you know. And I committed, you know. I covered Battlefield 2042 as hard as it was. I did the Warframe showcase. That gave me a project to do every week, and I bumping into the farm, the grind for Foley kind of. I don't know if it's just a mission type or just a grind for it. It's just really annoying to me. But I do plan on getting back to it. I am going to make a Warframe showcase video on Sirius and Orion. I grinded them out within like a day. I'm not even joking. They're super fun. And I'm super excited for the content to come in terms of Warframe. Another thing that's been on my mind, so we'll get into the future of my channel here in a bit, but another thing that's kind of been on my mind is, dude, I turned 30, man. That is a milestone year for anyone. And if you're young, when you get to 25, 28, and 30, you're going to reflect on your life and be like, man, what am I doing? Where am I at? Where am I headed? Do I like where I'm at? And I was sort of just reflecting a lot on my 20s, you know? And there's a lot of advice I want to give to younger men, people who are barely getting into the real world, and just people in general, you know? I feel like because of TikTok and social media and politics, I feel like a lot of people need help. I feel like mental health is a huge deal in America, and I want to do something to provide a little piece of like normalcy to the people who feel like they're lost. You know, I want to be able to give you all advice. I want to do videos about that, but that'll happen with time. I want to let the community build a bit longer, and I want to be able to just improve people's lives. If not that, I want my content to bring you comfort or peace, or I want you to know that the person you're watching isn't gonna go too hard into all that stuff, you know. Sometimes if I have to, I will touch up on it, but I'm not gonna get into politics. I don't care about that. I'm not apolitical. I do have a side I choose, but I'm not gonna get into that because that's not who I want to be seen as. My content is me. It's a human version of me. It is entertaining. It is meant for whatever you need it to be, you know. It can be background noise, it can be something you sleep to, it could be something to give you advice, it could be whatever y'all need it to be, you know. I'm here for y'all. I've been through a lot, and as a matter of fact, you know, over this time I'm wrapping up therapy. Actually, I've been going to therapy since last August, and next month on the 12th is going to be my last session. My therapist told me that I've hit everything that I've wanted to achieve with therapy, and we're starting, I believe, what she's called like discharge. We've been doing that for a while, and this month would have been our last session, but because the time in between my birthday and like mid-August is kind of like heavy sometimes emotionally, I just have that one session there as a safety net, and after that I'm done. And man, I'm proud of the progress I made. You know, I have a lot of knowledge I want to share with y'all. And I want to just help improve people's lives. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm trying to like not be too loud. And I also just got back from work a while ago. Well, I got back from the gym and work. As of recording this right now, it's like 9:24 on Friday night. But yeah, I want to improve people's lives, man. I do genuinely care. I want to improve or take on the toxicity that is plaguing the gaming world, because no matter what community you go to, there's always someone complaining, whether you're in Battlefield, whether you're in Helldivers. The only community that I see is holding strong, and I'm glad, is Warframe, you know. But every other game is just having so many issues. People are always complaining, and I don't know why people have gotten so soft recently, you know. I want to be the person you can go to get away from all that. Have fun, you know, keep you updated on the news, maybe come up with guides, and do something to help out. Improve people, improve their lives, improve their mental health, or even if they're into the gameplay stuff, improve their gameplay. There's a lot of things I have to share. I've been gaming since I was a kid, and I started gaming when the PS1 came out. So yeah, I am old. Nah, no, I'm not old. I'm young. I'm entering my prime. I'm happy. I'm not afraid to get old, but I have a lot of stuff I want to share with y'all. Now, getting to the future of the channel, because if y'all want to know more stuff about me turning 30, and if you want me to give you all advice, reach down in the comments. Talk to me, leave your story. I'll read it. If you're okay with it, I can either make a video on it. I can make a video talking about like relationships and avoiding anxious dynamics and a bunch of other stuff. I can talk to you about anything. Trust me, I've been through a lot in my 30 years of life, and I have a lot of wisdom to pass down, and I want the people in my community to do better than I am. Okay? But if you want more on that, definitely comment down below. Let me know what's up. I'm down to hear your stories. Don't be shy. I'm here to listen to y'all. If there's enough of y'all, I can make a video talking about advice and stuff. But we'll save that for the future. Maybe when the community gets bigger, I'll remind y'all. But for now, for those of you watching this is something that I'm offering to y'all. And now for what I'm calling the plan. So I took a hiatus because I was burnt out from making content between the Warframe Showcase, Battlefield 6, and just the current gaming state in general. Got burnt out. It's as simple as that. And I needed a break. Now that I'm back, and I had seen my video titled "It's Time to Commit," it's made me realize that I'd still want to stick to this commitment. I'm very passionate about gaming. It's something I've done my whole life. I'm passionate about music. I love making videos. I'm getting better. I've seen the quality improve as time has gone by, and I'm still gonna stick to that commitment. In the future, long term, I want this to be something tangible. I want this to be something I can make some side money off of. Build a community, have fun, play some games with the viewers, subscribers, even whatever goes, whatever happens. And I want to have a good time. I want to share my experience. I want to develop a fun community, and I want this to be a space where you can get away from all the noise. You can get away from politics. You can get away from all this. And like, don't get me wrong. If there's a time and place to talk about that stuff, we will. But when that time happens, it's because I have faith in my community and what we build, and we can handle different opinions. But like I said, that's future. But for now, short-term goal, by the end of the year, I do want to hit 100 subscribers. I would have hit that goal this summer if I would have been consistent, but I ended up taking my break, and I'm back. I'm going to be consistent. I do have some life-changing plans coming up towards the end of September, which might alter the frequency of uploads, but for now, I'm going to be as consistent as I can. I'm going to try and keep it 3 videos a week. If not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So if you don't see a video up Monday, it's probably going to be up tomorrow, and that'll be the cadence for the week. But I'm going to do my best to try and be a better creator. So definitely expect Warframe. Definitely expect a lot of Battlefield content. I'm trying to figure out what that third slot could be, because I've been playing a lot. I've been playing Overwatch still. I've been playing GTA. I've been playing War Thunder. I'm like all over the place with gaming when I have time, right? So I'm trying to figure out what that's going to be. It might be just a variety game, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I have that's like a good gameplay I want to show off. I'm going to do that, and this is going to be a variety channel. I'm not going to change that. I do have quote-unquote pillars that make up the foundation of my channel. So Battlefield, Warframe, War Thunder are going to be constants, but every now and again I'll swap out the War Thunder for a game that I'm currently playing. The shorts, I was doing Helldivers and short content, but the community in Helldivers and how negative it's been I don't know how it is now. I haven't seen anything with the game in a couple months, but with the negativity and the community being what it is, it's turned me away from the game, and I'm no longer going to be playing the game. It's sad, but that community just not for me, and it is what it is. It's a good game, it has a lot of potential, but the developers aren't listening to the community, and the community, all they do is just complain about every little thing, and I'm not happy. That's the first game that I've experienced where the community, because of how they are online and Reddit and all that stuff, has just pushed me away. You know, and that's no shade to them. It is what it is. You know, they're passionate about the game, but I think they're going about everything wrong. And yeah, and as far as anything else, like I said, I'm gonna be offering my opinions on certain things. They're gonna try and be grounded. So if there's ever like a controversy in Warframe that people are talking about, like I know right now Hildrun is a huge thing. I know there are things going on, you know, people talking in Battlefield about like the season 4 stuff with the event and a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna be covering all that stuff, but I am gonna try and mix in some entertaining content as I can. I don't want to just be all doom and gloom. That's not the content I want to make. I want to have good videos, entertaining to watch. Either you watch to study the gameplay, or you're in for a good time when you watch me play with my buddies or something, you know. But that is a goal. More consistent videos, better contents, and all in all, be consistent. Consistency is a key. Like I said, I've been going to the gym since March, April, May, June, July. I've been going for 4 months consistently, and then I'm gonna translate that into this. Much like I was consistent earlier in the year, I want to finish off the year strong. So that's that. If any of what I said interests you, please comment, subscribe, leave a like. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you think about what I've said. If you have any advice you want me to get to, or anything you'd be comfortable with me making a video on, by all means. And yeah, this is just me having a heart-to-heart with my own community. If you're someone who's not a part of the community and you like what you heard, or you're interested, or you like the vibe, let me know. You know, I'll be here. I'll be chilling. I go through every comment. I reply to every comment as much as I can. And yeah, and this is sort of just me reassuring that my commitment is still true. It's still going. I'm proud of the growth that we've made over the past 3 years. I want to get bigger. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Please be safe. Have a good weekend. Please, for the love of God, do not drink and drive. And if you're anywhere where it's raining and flooding, please be safe. All right. With that being said, this is AG Gaming signing off. I love you all. Please be safe. I'll catch you on next video. Peace.